That's why I said exactly what I said. And at first, I ain't even come why. I said all you had to do was tag me or another commission. I said I got alerted it 3 times. I posted a picture. If you was in the game, you had a half-hour time frame to say something. You didn't say nothing. That's on you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the
No, they
tunnel.
wasn't.
These
So like
folks are
I mean
fired
Joe
up.
can't
Two
stream
guys
anyway.
are
I don't know
ready
if the
to
Chiefs
do
could, but
battle
still
between the Cleveland
tag
Browns
somebody.
and
Like
the
I don't
Las
whether
Vegas
you
Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back on this one. So the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
who
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
a dirty wife beat at that.
Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 out, 1st and 10.
You can just sit right there on the couch.
Mayfield on play action. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds and appears right at the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I think that's what he wants, though.
Successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough?
That'll get him more fuel to be like, see, I told y'all this, that, and the third.
That
When you
last
saw that
catch short
pussy
of the
and bitch
marker
shit,
by
man.
just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it.
Oh, let's go, AP.
Browns touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 55 yards.
I think he said it. Sometimes it happens depending on where you live. If the pole's not close. I can't front this other house I had. I was by a lot of trees. I couldn't play, man. I wasn't going to play no leagues.
Defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play.
But you probably, I guarantee if you Google how close you are to the nearest tower, that's what matters.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, don't tell me they call roughing the pass. What?
Flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
Oh, good run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Carr.
Oh, give me that.
Get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted.
Yeah, you had that. I thought he was going to well.
His crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Now, y'all about to go to war once we work this trade out after you finish this game.
You and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown.
I was saying the same shit. This nigga running slow as shit.
With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way.
I appreciate it.
That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield.
Yeah, that's why I like to pick by formation instead of whatever that instead of picking by scheme.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Alice, whenever you want to lose against bowling, let me know.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That's the one that kept saying she was white privilege.
Something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. That throw good for only a couple that brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you're running
Nice,
routes,
I look like a dragon.
receiver in stride, and
Yeah, that was the best joke of the day. He got me with that one. Yeah, he went bowling with some more white friends and shit. I will always be cracking on him, right? So I was killing him in bowling. He was like, this nigga good, because he used to bowling in the sand with no shoes on and shit. I tell Marissa, man, I'm only thinking she only want to come out whenever she got a sale or something. Mhm. She a vampire. All right.
after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On first down, Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I'm not doing this nigga went and tackled
3
the
yards
air.
the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. And you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
What's good, yeah?
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. He'll have first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
And that was an example of catching a team off guard because it really paid off for them. They weren't ready for that at all. I know they weren't ready.
Man, they shut down your PlayStation 1 too? That's crazy.
That was going to turn into a big play, and it did.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Hey, definitely got to do that. It must be one of them cross-play games.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Keeping him on the sideline, you know, he catching it here and there, you know.
Now Peterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Yes. $100 for the whole. What, to the ammo done, you mean?
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and
How many guns you got to shoot?
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Peterson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Yeah.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
That shit really is a bruise.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive.
Somebody coming to get that stuff, you got to take it to
12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, it's Carr eluding the pressure right.
Good hit,
and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
I said I couldn't get it over there. They pulled me away
past the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Yeah,
1st and 10 here. And you know, if they can just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Oh.
He's got the first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I tried to hit
I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
He's dead. He's about to be dead.
In half number 1. From the 25 on 2nd down, Carr.
Good defense, baby. Good defense, baby.
Complete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
No.
Because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a
Tad, what the fuck?
Play action. Now it's Carr.
Get on him. Get on him.
Brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense. Yeah,
them boys was stubborn. I don't know. I picked the right one.
On 4th down,
wow, what the hell are you doing?
Comes on to punt. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
What in the world? We're trying to say, he wasn't ready.
On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good.
He said that's them stimmies came in. They got the ball out.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First and 10, Mayfield. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first.
How the time still was going out, but I went out of bounds. Shut your mouth and your fat ass. What?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper.
Nah, that's just that cover 6 invert. Like, if you're doing that invert and you got one on that one side, he going to take the receiver. That's how he ain't going to be open all day.
That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
And the lead is up to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Browns 24, Raiders 10.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right.
Ooh, Mar, you had that other nigga. He had me beat.
Picked up by Denson.
Oh!
He will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half.
Yeah,
of
that was
action.
touchdown.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
There you are.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue.
I don't understand how you got that open. I got 3 deep fucking safeties. All I got to do is stay with left, right, middle.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down.
I'm about to hit Marv with his own special. Hit stick fumble. Speak it into existence. There we go. There ain't no problem. There ain't no problem.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That was that was Lumbo. He said he just done right now because of Ramadan, but he said once we start the new league, he gonna rock.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Yeah, I got a feeling because from what he was saying, like none of y'all was playing y'all games in Joe League, so I kind of seen that coming.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
We ain't letting Russ get a clean run off. We bumping this nigga every time.
They do go for it. It's Carr.
Oh, good one. Out of bounds, out of bounds. Out of bounds. Good catch. Yeah, he cool.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory.
Oh, yeah, we bumped him. It's just that route. It was a good route. It was a good route.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles.
Yeah, you gotta have a break so that way the what's the name can pull it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, they pulled my God. Who that? Woo! Give me some.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there. And that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, I've been left that shit.
Now they'll throw with Carr. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Only 3.
I couldn't get a game in. Like 3 after I won them games, they ain't want to play me no more.
Never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's
nah,
hands and see
the
what kind of
Facebook
disruption he
league.
can cause.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And
you got the tight end. Why you ain't throw it to the tight end?
The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall.
I seen that route with the tight end. He had him. Yeah.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Mayfield on play action. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Peterson. Fights loose. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, sure.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL
or whatever
on
project
EA
you're
Sports.
doing. You just get like a piece of paper and write. You label it, whatever what you're doing right now.
Again, Peterson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down.
I thought he was going to deflect it.
Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Harkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Peterson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the Raiders' 44-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
It's a 6-yard pickup.
It looks like he's about to let it back up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 14. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They run again with Peterson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action. Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 19 yards away. And the Browns add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
if they are rocking.
Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation,
I know Lumbo said he done because of Ramadan, but he was like, he'll definitely rock the
work still to do, though.
Pretty much. They condoning that sucker shit.
Now
I can't
he's
do
back
it.
out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Shit, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
And this carries into the end
I swear
zone.
this was third
And no
quarter.
effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
5-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final try now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. Their defense have really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.
Oh, yeah, I'm do that. What chat we in? I'm doing all them niggas.
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Browns, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.